Hello and welcome to the overview of the IT Manager Institute. I'm Mike Cisco, the president of MDE Enterprises and the founder of the IT Manager Institute and IT Business Manager Certification Program. In the next few minutes, I'll give you more information about the Institute and benefits that you'll gain by attending. Thank you again, and I hope you enjoy the presentation. The IT Manager Institute and ITBMC certification program is truly helping IT managers around the world achieve more success. The IT manager position is the most difficult management role in your company. It's tougher than any other, and the reason is because technology is changing rapidly. In fact, it's changing faster than ever before. The IT manager, especially the CIO, has to be involved with all business departments. He can't just focus on IT and what the IT organization needs. He has to learn the needs and issues of all the business departments in the company. There's no other department manager in your company that has to do that, only the IT manager. IT employees can be hard to manage, and the reason is because they're extremely smart, they're intelligent, they have opinions, and usually they're smarter about the specific technology they're focusing on than the manager is. That's a good thing, but they can be hard to manage. IT work behavior is not conducive for management. Now, IT employee behavior is very, very consistent across IT employees. Doesn't matter what level they are, but it's not conducive for management necessarily. It's great for being a technical expert, but it's not conducive for a management role. It's a very difficult transition to move from technical expert to IT manager. It was one of the most difficult things that I experienced, and I see it around the world with managers every day. Most are not prepared to manage, and the bottom line is IT managers tend to struggle. Let's talk about a few things. There are many studies that suggest that over 50% of IT organizations are out of sync with their company. The IT organization is working on A, B, and C, and the company actually needs them to be working on X, Y, or Z. There are also studies that suggest that up to 70% of IT projects fail. They're either late, over budget, or don't meet the client's needs. Now, let's assume that that's greatly over-exaggerated. Even if it's only half of that, 35%, that's still a significant problem for the IT manager. Senior executives don't tend to understand IT, and reality is they don't really want to understand IT. IT is often viewed as reactive, unresponsive, and unreliable, and an organization that likes to spend a lot of money. The bottom line with that is that IT is hard to value. It's hard for a senior executive to place a value on the investment they're getting from their IT organization because they really don't understand it. And the other fact is that there's usually no one around to help an IT manager if they are in trouble or need support. The great news is that IT offers significant leverage. Every organization in your company can benefit by what IT can do. IT can help them reduce their cost of their operation, and they can help them improve their productivity of their people. No other organization in your company has that kind of leverage. Let me give you some background about myself. I've been managing IT organizations for over 20 years at a CIO level and an IT manager level. In 2000, I created a company called MDE Enterprises with a specific mission of helping IT managers of the world achieve more success. In my IT management career, I saw that other managers struggled on some of the basic things like how to budget, how to create a strategy, how to motivate employees. And so I wanted to share some of the things that I've learned and that I've been able to contribute to organizations that have helped me achieve success. In 2003, I started teaching the IT Manager Institute. In 2005, with Belmont University, I created the first IT Business Manager certification that focuses on the business of managing IT as opposed to managing the technology. A huge difference. My approach is simple and straightforward. I teach you what to do to achieve IT success, how to go about it, and I give you tools and examples that help you execute immediately. And if you do these things, you use these processes and tools, you'll become a star in the IT management ranks. I give you a practical process to follow. I give you knowledge and insight into IT support dynamics, things that happen in an IT organization that I've learned from my 20 years of experience. In other words, things like what makes IT people tick, what motivates IT people specifically, why certain things work or don't work for an IT organization, and tips in every facet of the program to help you succeed. There's some big differences with knowledge and insight. Take a look at this graphic. Here's a typical situation. Your CEO sees their Chief Information Officer walking down the hallway, and what he wants to do is he wants to find a window to jump out of so he doesn't have to have that conversation. And the reason he doesn't want to have that conversation is, number one, he's not going to understand what the CIO is going to be talking about. Number two, he knows he's going to be asking for money. So it's hard for him to have a conversation and want to have a conversation when he's being asked for more money and he doesn't understand what it's all about. What you want to create is this. You want the CEO to see you, the CIO, or an IT manager walking down the hallway and find out what you've got to say, because he knows that you're going to create business value with your recommendations. They're always cost justified, and when we approve things for you to do, you always deliver. That's the dynamic that you want to have in your company. Unfortunately, the dynamics that many of us have are what we see over in the avoid this side. All right, there's some key benefits in attending the IT Manager Institute. First day, we'll teach you about the triple threat to IT success, or 3 key things that cause IT failure. I want to know what those are and how to prevent those things. You also need to learn about business value. In fact, your basic fabric of how you go about your business of managing IT support needs to be about business value. We're going to talk about each of these a little bit more in detail here in this slideshow. You need to have an IT management process or something to follow that's going to help you achieve success. You need to establish credibility. You can't be successful as an IT manager if you don't have credibility. So we're going to talk about how to do that. And you need to be able to communicate more effectively. That's a huge challenge for most of us in IT, but there are some very straightforward and easy ways to overcome that if you know how. And you need some proven tools that you can use immediately to help you achieve more success. When you do achieve more success and start doing these things, speak in business value terms, follow a process, establish credibility, it's literally going to boost your career. My career was boosted because I did a few key things that helped me in my early days of IT management, and they helped me throughout my career. The triple threat to IT success, let's talk about that. There's 3 key reasons IT organizations fail. They're either out of sync with their company, they don't deliver projects successfully, or they're poor communicators. If you learn what these are and learn how to eliminate these or prevent them, you're on your way to achieving more success. The odds of you achieving more success are much higher if you know what these 3 things are. So the very first morning of the IT Manager Institute class, we talk about how to address these issues. Business value. Business value needs to roll off the tip of your tongue. There's a very important part of your IT support management role is delivering business value. So you need to understand what that is. It's 5 key things. It's increasing revenue, decreasing cost, improving productivity, differentiating the company so you're more competitive and can sell more services or widgets, or improving client satisfaction so you can retain your external clients. 5 very specific things. In addition, they all have a financial implication. There are proven methods that I provide you in the Institute to help you identify and get business value for your company. And I give you tips and tools to communicate business value. You need a process to follow. You want to have a practical process that's proven to achieve IT success. So this is the process that we'll follow in the class. We'll go through this. There will be step-by-step instruction in what to do to achieve IT success, how to go about it, and I'll give you tools and examples along every step so that you can use them immediately when you return to your company after the class. All right, it's critical that you establish IT credibility. So you got to learn how to create IT credibility. It's pretty straightforward when you know how to do it and what causes it. You want to become a predictable and reliable IT organization. Not only that, you want to become a very proactive IT organization, not a reactive organization. Plus, in the class, I'll show you how to maintain IT credibility, how to communicate IT value, and I'll give you some tools that's going to make all of this very easy. You need to learn how to communicate more effectively. You have to learn how to overcome IT's lack of desire to communicate. Most of us in IT are poor communicators. The reason we are is because we tend to be more introverted or shy. There's nothing wrong with that trait, but that's the type of personality that's attracted to an IT technical role. So we've got to overcome that lack of desire to communicate. I'll give you some tips and techniques that actually force you to communicate and make it much easier for you to. I'll also show you what and how to communicate IT support to 3 different groups: the senior management or the executive group, the department manager and then the users, your key support clients that you support, and then your IT staff. All 3 of these groups have different levels of communication or detail that they need to hear from you. I'll give you some proven tools to use immediately. Throughout the course, we'll be talking about some of the tools to help you execute things that we're talking about in the class. In my IT Manager Toolkit, there are over 100 customizable tools and templates. I developed and used these tools in real manager and CIO situations. And these tools are used by thousands of IT managers around the world, helping them achieve more success. I'll give you detailed discussions on the use of these tools, how and why to use them, and then the benefits of using them. And then at the end of the class, I'll give you a flash drive that includes the tools and a whole lot more resources, including all my books that I've written about IT management. When you start achieving more success by establishing IT credibility, by recommending initiatives that are business driven, all your initiatives are cost justified, and when you deliver business value and you communicate more effectively, you'll achieve more success, and that will truly position you to boost your career. You become more predictable and reliable. In essence, you become a trusted partner. Now, senior management is looking for people who can lead an organization and make a difference. An organization that can provide business value, who can cost justify the project initiatives that they recommend, and who can deliver what they say that they'll do. If you become a trusted partner, they're looking to give you more responsibility because they know you can do things that's going to help the company succeed. Very, very important. The IT Manager Institute agenda has 13 sessions. At the first morning, we talk about an IT Manager Foundation, where we talk about the triple threat to IT success. We also talk about 11 key traits for IT manager success. Then we move into the management parts. IT assessment. The very first thing that you need to do in an IT organization is to assess what do we need to work on and what kind of priorities do we need to place on those initiatives. We need to develop and communicate an IT strategy with senior management. Once they approve that, we can go execute that, and we'll certainly be in sync with the company. Project management is very key. We have to be able to deliver projects successfully. So we want to have a major focus on that early into the process of managing an IT support organization. We want to learn about how to build and manage an IT organization. If you have people, you need to learn how to motivate them and develop them. There are IT processes that you need to put in place that helps your IT organization provide technical support. Need to talk about IT policies and procedures. They need to be practical, they need to be straightforward, and they need to be things that actually help you reduce risk or do things or manage employee behavior. Need to learn how to budget, need to learn how to manage assets. And then every manager should be looking for cost saving strategies. Much of these savings are outside your IT organization. In fact, the bigger savings are definitely outside your IT organization. There are lots of ways to save money in a company. If you go back to your company after the class and you start doing things or looking for things and finding ways to save money in the company, it puts a whole different light on you as an IT manager. It puts a light of business manager as opposed to technical manager. And then the last two sessions are out on measurements and communication, critical things to be able to do in managing an IT support organization. In the class, you'll receive an IT Manager Institute slides document that has copies of all the slides that you'll see in the class. There's also a tools handouts that we call the Green Book, and then there's a 30-day action plan to give you guidance after you leave the class to help you focus on what you need to do in using these materials and using these management principles to go achieve success in your IT management role. IT Business Manager Certification, or ITBMC. It designates or it denotes that you've attended the IT Manager Institute, you have the resources, knowledge, and insight of that institute, and you've passed a 5-part ITBMC exam. It also emphasizes that there's an importance of focusing on the business of IT support to deliver tangible and quantifiable business value. So recipients of ITBMC are recognized as IT business managers and not technical managers. Huge difference. We have 100% positive feedback of all who have attended my class, something that we're very, very proud of, to hundreds of IT managers around the world. Here's some of the classes from Dubai, South Africa, Nigeria, Atlanta, Georgia, Canada, and Europe. Some of the comments that we've received is that the material Mike has created is priceless. The content is very much a must-know for IT managers. Going through this training early in my career would have been invaluable. I certainly relate to that. If I had had this material 30 years ago when I was a young IT manager, it would have been invaluable. It's going to be valuable 20 years from now as well. It's the most practical and useful course I've ever attended. This class will enable you to learn essential IT manager skills without pain of learning it the hard way. Certainly, one of the things about having a mentor is being able to learn from their experience and learn an easier way as opposed to having to learn it the hard way like we all have to do from time to time. Thorough, easy to follow. I advise all IT managers to attend this ITBMC training. And this should be a required course. My company got much more than they bargained for. We have hundreds and hundreds of positive recommendations. I encourage you to register now to achieve more IT success. It's the fastest way to develop critical IT manager skills. It's available in classroom and self-study. You can find information about it at itmanagerinstitute.com. There you can download an agenda. You can see what the training class schedule is, or you can look at the self-study program. The self-study and the classroom version are the same. There are also other IT manager resources on this website. We have what I think is the most comprehensive library of resources for IT managers in the industry. It's time to invest in yourself, and when you do, it's going to make a huge difference having the knowledge of what to do, insight on how to get it done, and then tools that help you get the work accomplished. For more information, go to the website itmanagerinstitute.com or contact us with the contact information below. I want to thank you again for your interest in the IT Manager Institute and hope we'll meet at a future date. Best of success in all your pursuits.